I finally did it. I have looked everywhere, everywhere. I have scoured the internet on YouTube videos, Goodreads, eBay, Amazon, vlogs, blogs, whatever else. I've looked everywhere, trying to find the best, the goofiest, the extremist, the funnest horror Christmas reads out there. I'm going to show you what I got. All right, so first up, I spent some time watching YouTube videos of what horror books people are going to read over Christmas, or what past ones people have read over Christmas. And all these lists or compiled lists, I went through to try to find as many as I could of what people thought were going to be good, or what people recommended, or they thought were just fun or silly or whatever. So I have a bunch. So if I got a recommendation from somebody, I'm going to tag them so that you can, go ahead and follow them, or, check out their video as well, get some more inspiration, whatever. So the first one I saw was Candy Cane Kills. Now this one popped up quite a bit. I think people have been reading it for a while. It's kind of all over everywhere. I think it was pretty popular, and it got promoted quite a bit on YouTube. And so this one showed up a bunch. The first time I heard about this, though, was from Wicked Reading, and you can go check out her channel. That was the first one that I found this one on, and then I saw it pop up on other lists as I went through. Candy Cane Kills by Brian McCauley. Oh, what fun it is to die. So, horror, Christmas horror. I don't even know anything about this. I just went ahead and went for it. It was one that was so popular, I thought, well, it might be good. Let's read it. When Austin's parents drag him and his little sister Fiona to a remote cottage for Christmas, he's less than thrilled about the forced bonding exercise. But after learning that their holiday getaway was the site of a horrific crime, this family on the rocks will have to fight for their lives against a legendary killer. Sounds good, because Candy Cane is slashing through the snow with a very long naughty list. This just reminds me of Joyride with Paul Walker back in the day.
Hey, let me see.
Hey, Candy Cane. Candy Cane.
Super good. I love that movie. Candy Cane. Another one I saw that was going to be read was from Happy Haunts, and you can go check out her videos as well. And that one is Utide Invasion by J.C. Moore. This just looks awesome, like an alien Christmas crazy book, It says it's Christmas Eve. It takes place 1986 on the back. So I'm looking forward to this one. Let's read it. A blizzard pounds upstate New York. The wind moans and the never-stopping snow and blood pile up. The weather forces strangers from different walks of life to shelter from the storm as the monstrous creature crashes their festivities. The being inhabits the bodies of the slain like a malicious virus. This isn't a night for Santa and children's smiles, as evil delivers a whole new meaning to the night before Christmas. So I'm excited for that one too. All right, so this one I got from Book Cemetery, and it's spelled cemetery like pet cemetery. So make sure you spell it correctly, not cemetery like whatever, you'll figure it out. And I had actually seen it a couple times after that as well. So this one is called Better Watch Out by Matt Forget. You better watch out. And this one looks pretty cool. I saw a couple recommendations for this, so let's check it out. Mary Clausen is the successful CEO of a booming tinsel company in the quiet town of Tinselvania, Maine. Perpetually single and surrounded by quirky friends and townspeople, her world is flipped upside down when Bright Harmon, a rising star in the competitive world of tinsel selling, arrives from a New York City Christmas conglomerate to discuss a potential partnership. There was a lot of alliterations there, I think. City Christmas conglomerate, potential partnership. Anyways, meanwhile, the alliteration? That's right. Whatever. You know what I mean. Meanwhile, the town of Tinselvania is under attack by a bloodthirsty, maniacal serial killer dressed as a reindeer. That sounds awesome. Why are they here? What do they want? Can Mary and Bright balance a blossoming romance and stop a deranged murderer before it's too late? Sounds good to me. Deranged serial killer in a reindeer costume. I like it. I like it. All right, this one I saw from my buddy Cliff over at Cliff's Dark Gems. This one is called The Visitor by Sergio Gomez. I did see this one pop up a few times as well. I think this was one that he was planning on reading this month. The Visitor. On Christmas, during one of the worst snowstorms Indiana has ever seen, 5 strangers are forced to take shelter inside of a roadside diner. As the night progresses, the snowfall shows no signs of relenting. Ice begins to build up on the roads, and the temperature seems to be dropping by the hour. But the worst has nothing to do with the weather and everything to do with the 6th visitor coming to dinner. The jolliest time of the year quickly turns bloody as the diners find themselves fighting for their lives. This Christmas won't just be a white Christmas. It'll be red, too. So I'm assuming it's Alien. I'm sure some of these other ones probably have been recommended by people at some point. Was Seasons Creepings by Ronald Kelly. This is Tales of Holiday Horror. This is a short story collection. So there's a bunch of different short stories. I don't need to read the back on this one, but a bunch of different stuff by Ronald Kelly. I have several vintage Ronald Kelly books that are like Paperbacks from Hell era kind of things. So I'm excited for that. Should be a good read. Sounds like fun. That was from Marcy Reads. So make sure you check out her videos as well. And thank you guys all for these different recommendations. I also saw from Anda Kent, this is Santa Exploitation by Judith Sonnet. And I can't even read the back of this one for you guys, sorry. I actually read this one already. I read it in one sitting. It has trigger warnings in the front. People have said it's an extreme horror, but it's not extreme like other extreme horrors. You will never look at candy canes the same, or taffy. So I'll talk about it later at the end. I think that's all the ones I got from YouTubers, or if I got other ones I don't remember. I think most of the rest of these were from either ones I just found or ones that I saw on Amazon or something like that. I did, however, already have Secret Santa before. So this one I've had. I got this at Barnes & Noble. I think people have talked about it here and there, but I already had it, so I didn't really have any credit to give for that one. I have already read it this month already. It was good. It wasn't fantastic. I thought it was going to be great. It was not my favorite, but still Christmassy, still horror, and it was enjoyable. It just wasn't fantastic or anything like that. So Nosferatu. I'm actually currently reading this one right now. I have seen this recommended many other times. I didn't realize it was a Christmas-based book when I had heard about it in the past, but I saw some people recommend it or say they were going to read it for Christmas. So I was like, oh, well, if it's a Christmas one, I'll try and read it too. I do like that, at least in this book, Joe Hill's style is similar to Stephen King's. So, which is his father. It is enjoyable so far. So probably gonna take me another, I don't know, 2 days or so to finish that one. So I'll finish that one up and then I'll move on to some of the other Christmas ones that I have. This one I got, if you saw the Christopher Triana book haul, this one was in that book haul. It does take place on Christmas Eve. I did start it the other night and I only got like a chapter in or something. Yeah, I'm only one chapter in. I just kind of grabbed it to see what it was about, read a chapter, and then I finished up my other books. And I will get to this one after I finish the other one that I'm working on, which is not a Christmas one, but it's this one right here, Richard Crawford, The Winds of Patwin County. It's a very short book. I'm just about done. I'll probably finish it tonight and maybe pick up and put a dent in this one tonight. And these ones, not Christmas, takes place on Christmas Eve. And so this one's going to be part of my Christmas reads. This one I found on Amazon. This is An Other Earth Story, The Dead of Christmas, Tony Favreau. I don't know anything about this. I just thought the cover was cool. It looked like Christmas zombies, so sounds good to me. I love zombie stuff. So it says, Santa zombies anyone? At the festive North Pole, Nick and Carol, toy makers and secret government agents, guard a deadly secret, hidden nukes beneath the toy shop. It's a great place to hide them. When an unknown enemy airdrops zombies, holiday joy becomes a battleground. Did I read that right? When an enemy airdrops in zombies to have a ground attack, I guess, at the North Pole under Santa's workshop, then a war breaks loose. With allies like real elves, a mysterious, sometimes drunk alien, flying reindeer, and a peculiar weapon, Nick and Carol face an epic battle in the dead of Christmas. Can they save Christmas from a sinister plot and the undead tide, or will the zombie apocalypse engulf them all? Tradition meets terror in this thrilling Yuletide tale. That sounds fantastic. I can't wait. Then I found this one too. Harrison Phillips, Father Christmas versus the abominable snowman. Father Christmas versus the abominable snowman. Wow, that's a tough one. So the back says, I can't read all of it. The back says, there's a snowstorm rolled into town, supposedly the worst in a century. And worse still, and unbeknownst to Joe, there's a Yeti on the loose. It broke free from a military facility, and now it's headed towards the mall in which he's working. Will Joe even make it to Christmas this year, or will the Yeti crack open his skull and feast upon his delicious brains? Because apparently Yetis and zombies both like brains. Harrison Phillips, Father Christmas versus the abominable snowman. I said it right that time. Now I have these last three. I don't know if I'll get to these because all the other ones I want to read first before reading any of these other ones. But these are on my list in case I have more time, but I still am reading all my other sci-fi and horror books too. So I think that's probably all the ones I'm going to get to, but I do have a few other ones. This one's called Without Warning, Fern Michaels. And it's a Christmas time horror as well, or pocket horror, I think. No, supernatural horror. So it says Angela has visions, tortured visions that haunt her sleep and terrorize her waking hours. Her socialite mother wants to commit her. Her wealthy father's too busy to deal with her. They refuse to accept what she knows is so that she sees things before they happen. She sees the future with a dreadful clarity. A shopping mall, noisy, bustling, filled with the holiday throng of thousands, just days before Christmas. Thousands of unsuspecting of the fiery disaster that is about to take their lives. And the one man who watches and waits and knows, just as Angela knows the terrible truth that no one will listen to, the terrible horror that will come without warning. Don't know if I'm going to get to it, but that's another one on the list. This one, Santa steps out. I don't really know anything about it. It just says a fairy tale for grown-ups. His generosity is legendary. He has a team of flying reindeer, hordes of industrious helpers, and the love of boys and girls around the world. But what long-forgotten, unholy urges are awakened in Santa's mind? Who was he before? What will he become now? What is driving him into the evil clutches of a certain fairy? Will Christmas survive? Will any of us survive? So, it doesn't really tell you much of what it's about, but Poppy Z Bright on the back says it's awesome. So, and then Thomas Altman's Black Christmas. If any of them I'm going to get to, I'm probably going to do this one first. I have heard it's just kind of okay. But this one is a vintage, it's a bantam, doesn't say horror on it, but chilling new novel by the best-selling author of Kiss Daddy Goodbye, Thomas Altman's Black Christmas. And it says, someone has a special gift for the young women of Murdoch. Christmas in Murdoch, a time of cozy safety, snowy sidewalks, and caroling children. But this holiday season, someone is baiting Sheriff Dunsmore in a bizarre and deadly game. Someone is stalking the young women he knows and loves and seducing them with icy steel, leaving them for him to find far too late. It's the night before Christmas. The frightened town edges toward panic, and Dunsmore is about to receive the most terrifying gift of all. All right, so that's it. So I've already read that one. I've already read this one. Partway through this one. Started this one. This isn't Christmas, but I'm going to finish it tonight. And then I'm probably going to start with, this one sounds awesome. This one sounds awesome. So I'm probably going to start with those two and then work through the rest of them here. So I got all those right there and then some backups right here. have you read any of these? Do you like any of them? Are there other ones that must be on the list? I can maybe get a couple of them here before Christmas time. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm just going to keep reading through the next week or two. I have the week after Christmas off of work, so I'm hoping to have some just time to chill, kick back by the fire, kick back by the Christmas tree, relax, and read through some books, like just middle of the day when I'm usually working. It'll be awesome. Can't wait. Appreciate you guys. Please like, please subscribe, add comments, share, do whatever. Really helps with the algorithm, supports the channel, and thank you so much. Please support the other people that I mentioned so that they can grow their channels as well. Catch you guys in the next one.